Hello Quizheads, welcome to edition number 183 of Takeaway Trivia, your pub quiz in a podcast. I'm Leon, your quizmaster from Hereford UK, bringing you another 4 rounds of trivia straight into your ears. Hope you've had an awesome week this week. The weather has finally turned. Last weekend was the hottest days of the year here in the UK. Quite the opposite today, drizzly, wet with a threat of thunder. Autumn has arrived. Thank you for all your messages this week. Some quick hellos before we get on with this week's quiz. Michelle Monk from Portugal says, my husband and I listen to your quiz and this week we have some visitors. Please can you say hello to Ian, Michelle and Lauren and her boyfriend Bailey and tell them it's been lovely to have them visit and to come back again soon. Thank you, Michelle. Shaylin Sheridan and Joey from Perth have been in touch. Shaylin says, can I give partner Damien a shout out for his 35th birthday? Damien, have an awesome birthday. Happy birthday to you. Jessica Houghton says hello. It's the Willis family birthday week this week, apparently. Jessica says it's her twin sisters, Liz, Dad, Mark, and her birthday on Monday the 18th. And it's also her mum's birthday, Andrea, on Friday the 22nd. Bit like my family, we all have our birthday in 1 week. We call it Birthday Geddon Week. Hope you all have a wonderful time and your friends in the Coconut Club that introduce you to this podcast have very good taste indeed. This one came in without a name saying, could I get a shout out to Rich Bacon for his birthday on Monday, the 18th of September? I know he'll be listening on his commute day. Not the Richard Bacon TV presenter. If so, hello again. We met once at the Big Breakfast in London. Whichever Richard Bacon you are, have a good birthday. Damien Massini in Australia would like to wish fiancée Ellen a happy birthday for Thursday. Have a good one. And Patrick Michael in Melbourne says a big hello to partner Crystal. Excited about expecting a bundle of joy in May 2024. Safe travels on your Australian road trips to the both of you and good luck for May. Right, coming up in this week's edition of the pub quiz, we've got the final fling. We'll be playing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's the return of Around the World. And let's start the proceedings with general knowledge. Good luck. Are you ready then, Quizheads? Put that phone away. No cheating, no Googling your answers, no binging or Alta Vistaing either. Is Alta Vista still a thing? Shows you how old I am, doesn't it? Right, here's your 10 questions on general knowledge. Number 1. In which year did Kylie Minogue release her debut album? Number 1. In which year did Kylie Minogue release her debut album? Number 2. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers became champions of which sport in 2021, beating the Kansas City Chiefs? Number 2, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers became champions of which sport in 2021, beating the Kansas City Chiefs? Number 3, how many sides has a heptagon? Question number 3, how many sides has a heptagon? Number 4, which organ of the body produces bile? Number 4, which organ of the body produces bile? Number 5, Demi Lovato made her debut as a child actress in which popular US kids TV show? Number 5, Demi Lovato made her debut as a child actress in which popular US kids TV show? Number 6, sticking with kids TV, which BBC children's TV show centres around the Squirrel Club? Number 6, which BBC children's television show centres around the Squirrel Club? Number 7, which avenue is generally considered to be the heart of London's West End? Number 7, which avenue is generally considered to be the heart of London's West End? Number 8, how often does a census take place in Britain? Question 8, how often does a census take place in Britain? Number 9. In which country was Rita Ora born? Question number 9. In which country was Rita Ora born? And number 10. Discworld is a fictional land found in the works of which author? Number 10. Discworld is a fictional land found in the works of which author? That's your 10 questions to start today's brain-teasing challenges. Hope it's a good start for you. The answers are along in just over 5 minutes. First of all, round 2, and before that, a quick break. I hope you're enjoying takeaway trivia so far. Now, have you ever fancied making your own podcast? Well, the great news is that Spotify has got a platform that lets you make one super easy, then distribute it everywhere and even earn money all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcast right from your phone or computer, so no matter what your setup is like, you can start creating today. You don't have to have the flashiest mic. You can just use your phone, your tablet, or just a simple USB microphone, something like that. You can then distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else that podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available, and with Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. And best of all, it's totally free with no catch. Do you know what? I highly recommend it. I've really enjoyed my journey over the last 3 years, going from that first episode, which was just intended for a few regulars that visited my pub quiz, to the latest episodes, which are being listened to by people all over the world. If you want to give it a go, I highly recommend it. Download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to www.spotify.com/podcasters to get started. Good luck. Now, on with the quiz. Okay, round number 2. It's time to take a look around the world with a geography round. Question number 1. California and New Zealand are suburbs of which English city in the Midlands? So, number 1, California and New Zealand are suburbs of which English city? It's found in the Midlands of England as a clue. Number 2, Lake Volta is entirely located within which African country? Number 2, Lake Volta is entirely located within which African country? Number 3, in which year did the rail services commence operating through the Channel Tunnel? Question number 3. In which year did rail services commence operating through the Channel Tunnel? Number 4. Which island lies off the northwest coast of Wales? Question number 4. Which island lies off the northwest coast of Wales? Number 5. Which river rises on Mount Hermon and flows into the Dead Sea? Question number 5. Which river rises on Mount Hermon and flows into the Dead Sea? Question number 6. Tarifa is the southernmost point on the mainland of which country? I'll spell that for you. Tarifa. Number 6. Tarifa is the southernmost point on the mainland of which country? Number 7. Which mountain range runs parallel to the east coast of Australia for 4,000 kilometres? Number 7. Which mountain range runs parallel to the east coast of Australia for 4,000 kilometres? Number 8. In Ireland, which stone is kissed to receive the gift of smooth talking? Number 8. In Ireland, which stone is kissed to receive the gift of smooth talking? Number 9. What is the name of the parallel which separates the USA from Canada? Question 9. What is the name of the parallel which separates the USA from Canada? And number 10. What is the capital of Ecuador? Number 10. What is the capital of Ecuador? That's your 10 questions on geography. Let's take a look at your answers to general knowledge. Number 1. In which year did Kylie Minogue release her debut album? I think it was actually just called Kylie, and it was back in 1988. And incredible, she's still going strong. A brand new album, Tension, out on Friday. Number 2. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers became champions of which sport in 2021? If you put American football, give yourself a point. We'll also accept NFL or National Football League. Number 3. How many sides has a heptagon? It's 7. 4. Which organ of the body produces bile? The liver. Number 5. Demi Lovato made her debut as a child actress in which popular US kids TV show? It's Barney, or Barney and Friends. Number 6. Which BBC children's TV show centres around the Squirrel Club? It's Hey Dougie. Number 7. Which avenue is generally considered to be the heart of London's West End? Shaftesbury Avenue. Number 8. How often does a census take place in Britain? I think 2021 was the last one, and it's every 10 years we do a national census here. Number 9. In which country was Rita Ora born? Kosovo. And 10. Discworld is a fictional land found in the works of which author? Terry Pratchett. I'll have the geography answers for you after round 3. For round number 3 this week, question number 1 is worth 5 points. Question 2 is for 4 points. 3 is worth 3 points. Question 4 is worth 2 points. And question 5 is worth just 1 little point. That's why we call it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And question number 1 this week. Remember, this is for 5 points, so feel free to pause the podcast while you have a stab at it. Number 1, name 5 of the 6 books of the Old Testament in the Bible that begin with the letter J. So number 1, name 5 of the 6 books of the Old Testament that begin with the letter J. Number 2, who were the 4 original coaches on The Voice UK? Number 2, who were the original 4 coaches on The Voice UK? Number 3, what were the colours of the 3 minis in the classic film The Italian Job? We're talking the original version with Michael Caine. Number 3, what colours were the 3 minis in the classic The Italian Job? Number 4, which 2 cities are hosts of the 2024 and 2028 Olympic Games? Number 4, which 2 cities are to be the hosts of the 2024 and 2028 Olympic Games? Summer Olympics, obviously. Number 5, false or true? When Big Ben silenced its chimes for restoration back in 2017, the replica Big Ben at Legoland in Windsor, UK also silenced its chimes. So number 5, false or true? When Big Ben silenced its chimes for restoration in 2017, the replica at Legoland Windsor also silenced its chimes. Is that true or false? There's 15 points in that round, so make sure you've got an answer for every question. And while you're completing that, let's take a look back at your Around the World round. Number 1, California and New Zealand are suburbs of which English city in the Midlands? It's Derby. Number 2, Lake Volta is entirely located in which African country? Ghana. I believe it's a reservoir as well, not a fully natural lake. There you go. Number 3. In which year did the rail services commence operating through the Channel Tunnel? 1994. Number 4. Which island lies off the northwest coast of Wales? Anglesey. Number 5. Which river rises on Mount Hermon and flows into the Dead Sea? The River Jordan. 6. Tarifa is the southernmost point on the mainland of which country? Spain. Number 7. Which mountain range runs parallel to the east coast of Australia for 4,000 kilometres? The Great Dividing Range. Number 8. In Ireland, which stone is kissed to receive the gift of smooth talking? The Blarney Stone. Number 9. What is the name of the parallel which separates the USA from Canada? The 49th. And number 10. What is the capital of Ecuador? That is Quito. 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 Let's take a look at the answers then to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How did you do there? Number 1. Name 5 of the 6 books of the Old Testament that begin with the letter J. Joshua, Judges, Job, Jeremiah, Joel, and Jonah. Is it Jonah or Iona? I think it's Jonah. Number 2. Who were the 4 original coaches on The Voice UK? will.i.am, Jessie J, Tom Jones, and Danny O'Donoghue. Number 3. What were the colours of the 3 minis in the original Italian Job? They were red, white, and blue. Number 4. Which 2 cities are to host the 2024 and 2028 Summer Olympic Games? Los Angeles and Paris. It's Paris next year, isn't it? Number 5. False or true? When Big Ben silenced its chimes for restoration back in 2017, the replica at Legoland also silenced its chimes. That is true. It did. And if you've got access to Channel 4, or 4, is it 4OD? The streaming service for Channel 4, they did a great 3-part documentary on the full restoration of the clock. It sounds boring, but actually one of the best documentaries I've watched in ages. It was really good to see the craft that went into it. Anyway, total up your scores and find out how you've done, and then get ready for the final challenge of this week's Takeaway Trivia. The final fling is on the way. We come then to the final fling, the last round of this week's edition of Takeaway Trivia. 15 questions of general knowledge, and I've heard from a few of you this is the round that trips you up. Let's see how you do this week. Number 1. What is Denmark's main unit of currency? Question number 1. What is Denmark's main unit of currency? Number 2. Which classic English poet coined the word Twitter? Number 2. Which classic English poet coined the word Twitter? Number 3, I'm not 100% certain on the pronunciation of this, but I think it's raita, and that is a popular Indian side dish of yogurt mixed with what? So number 3, raita, that's R-A-I-T-A, is the popular Indian side dish of yogurt mixed with what? Question number 4. What is the name given to the home of a raccoon? So number 4. What is the name given to the home of a trash panda? Number 5. Who managed Scotland in the 1986 Football World Cup? Number 5. Who managed Scotland in the 1986 Football World Cup? Number 6, which is the oldest of the motoring Grand Prix races? Question number 6, which is the oldest of the motoring Grand Prix races? Number 7, into which sea does the Mekong River flow? That's M-E-K-O-N-G. So question number 7, into which sea does the Mekong or Mekong River flow? Question number 8. What is the name of the major fault line running through California? Question number 8. What is the name of the major fault line that runs through California? Number 9. Which confection was originally called Eskimo pie? Number 9. Which confection was originally called Eskimo pie? Do you want a clue on that one? It's to do with ice cream. Number 10. What colour is Park Lane on a Monopoly board? Number 10. What colour is Park Lane on a Monopoly board? Number 11. What is the capital of Iran? Number 11. What is the capital of Iran? Number 12. Which country was Minecraft created? So number 12. In which country was Minecraft created? Number 13. Which form of transport first took flight in 1783? So number 13. Which form of transport first took flight in 1783? Number 14. What is the name of Simon Cowell and Lauren Silverman's baby? Well, not a baby anymore. Child. So number 14. What is the name of Simon Cowell and Lauren Silverman's child? And number 15. This is a tricky one. Good luck with this one. So number 15. Spiller's Groove Jet, a classic tune from the early 2000s, was the first song ever to be played where? Number 15, Spiller's Groove Jet with vocals by Sophie Ellis-Bextor was the first song ever to be played where? Early 2000s that tune, that might be a bit of a clue. Alright, that's your 15 questions on the final fling. Feel free to pause the podcast while you ponder them, but if you're ready for the answers, here they come. Here we go then with the answers to the final fling. Number 1. What is Denmark's main unit of currency? That is the Danish krone or the krone. Number 2. Which classic English poet coined the word Twitter? Chaucer. Number 3. Raisha is the popular Indian side dish of yogurt mixed with what? Cucumber. Number 4. What is the name given to the home of a raccoon? A den. 5. Who managed Scotland in the 1986 Football World Cup? Alex Ferguson. Number 6. Which is the oldest of the motoring Grand Prix races? The French Grand Prix. Number 7. Into which sea does the Mekong River flow? The South China Sea. 8. What is the name of the major fault line running through California? San Andreas. 9. Which confection was originally called Eskimo pie? A chalk ice. 10. What colour is Park Lane on a Monopoly board? We're obviously talking the British Monopoly board here, and it is dark blue. Number 11. What is the capital of Iran? That is Tehran. Number 12. In which country was Minecraft created? Sweden. 13. Which form of transport first took flight in 1783? Hot air balloon. 14. What is the name of Simon Cowell and Lauren Silverman's baby? Eric. And 15. Spiller's Groove Jet was the first song ever to be played where? This is a cool fact, actually. It was the first song ever to be played on an iPod. The first prototype iPod, the very first song they tried out somewhere in Apple's mysterious development laboratories was Spiller's Groove Jet. What a great tune. There you go, that's your 15 questions for the final fling. Hope you've done well this week. If you haven't, don't worry, stay positive. There is another quiz on the way to you next Monday. Don't forget to follow us, like or subscribe for free wherever you get your podcast from to ensure it's delivered to your device first thing every Monday morning. It's been an absolute pleasure to be your quizmaster this week. I will leave you with a final tat fact. Did you know that tomato ketchup leaves the bottle at a rate of 25 miles per year? That's some slow sauce. Have a great week, gang. Have a safe week. And we'll quiz again soon. Take care. Hope you enjoyed playing this week's Takeaway Trivia. Don't forget, we're now available wherever you get your podcasts. So please subscribe, rate and review to help this podcast grow. Also, if there's anything you'd like to be tested on, any subjects you'd like to hear in the quiz, please get in touch. You can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/takeawaytrivia or on Twitter at BarWars. Speak to you soon. The intro music is There It Is by Kevin MacLeod, available from incompetech.filmmusic.io, licensed by creativecommons.org.